What's up, everybody? Welcome to this new channel thing idea I'm starting out called Walking with the Piss Pot. My name's Brian. I like to go on walks a lot. So I think what we're going to do is I'm going to take you on some walks. We're going to explore cool places I go, maybe, around my neighborhood, around Buffalo, New York, really anywhere I travel to. And we'll talk about what's going on, what we're seeing, and I'll probably goof off a little bit because that's like what I do best, I think. So yeah, today we are in North Buffalo, New York, right off of Hertel Avenue, which will eventually be making our way up there. So it's pretty cold and windy here today. I'm using this lavalier mic, as you can see, attached to my collar. I don't love the quality of it, but with the wind today, I thought that would be the best way to kind of isolate my voice and not pick up as much wind. I hope the quality's okay. We're gonna try it out. So I guess let's see. Right now we're walking on Norwalk Avenue. A lot of older houses here. They're from a lot of them early 1900s, I think. Mostly single family homes. Someone tell Mr. Trump about this van, huh? How can you have USA and Canada together right now, right? Just kidding. Now we have turned. We're still in the North Park neighborhood of North Buffalo. Now walking down Tacoma. Kind of a split here of duplexes, multifamily homes, that kind of thing. We usually don't get a lot of Trump stuff up in this neighborhood, but this kind of stretch, for whatever reason, is like Trump zone. It's not very common here in Buffalo. We're a very liberal city for the most part. This dude's waiting outside. He brought some beer. Ready for a beer party. It's actually like kind of warm here today. At least for like early March in Buffalo. The actual temperature is something like 36 right now, but with the wind chill, it's a little cold. That's why I got my hood up. Can't wear my gloves though, because I can't really operate the camera the way that I want with my gloves on. So, walking with a piss pot. Yeah, we are walking with a piss pot. This building coming up on the left here, like this used to be a church, but now I'm like pretty sure that it's apartments. I see like that they have all these different spots marked out for it. And they have garbage cans. So like that's, usually when a place has a bunch of different garbage cans, that's like the official sign of, hey, this is now an apartment building. But it's pretty cool. Like, I don't really know the history, but I think those are like all units and stuff inside. Kind of cool. We're coming up on Parkside Avenue, where we're going to take a right. The Buffalo Zoo, is actually a little bit further down on Parkside. Today we're not going to get all the way down to the zoo. I think instead I'm going to take a right onto Hertel from Parkside, and we're going to show off a little bit of what's going on Hertel Avenue. It's getting a little warm with my hood up, believe it or not. No, I think the wind chill is like 28, but like around here, and like with the weather we've had all winter, it's like walking when it's 28 with the wind chill. Like that's not that bad. It gets kind of warm actually. So I had to let my beautiful hair out, let my hair breathe, let my beautiful locks breathe. I decided I was gonna switch up the route a little bit too. I didn't want to necessarily go down Parkside yet because I think that would make my walk a little too short. So I want to go up. We can see a little bit more of Hertel this way. I'm gonna take a little bit of a longer trip to Hertel, show off some things on Hertel that are maybe more interesting. You know, we got bigger possibility for some things to goof off about, I think, too, up there.
It's a lovely day for a stroll, for a stroll. It's a lovely day for a stroll. It's a lovely day for a stroll, for a stroll. It's a lovely day for a stroll.
So like walking is pretty much my main form of exercise that I like to do, but I've been dealing with a back injury lately, so it's been pretty tough to get out. I have an MRI set for Tuesday, so that'll kind of see what's going on a little bit more. But well, gotta get out there anyways, right? Make it happen. Don't you do that? Don't you ever do that? A little bit more of the neighborhood here. These little stick things, that's for plowing. So you kind of guard your grass against the plows running it over. Something I didn't know for the longest time. I was like, what are these friggin' sticks? But now like everybody has them. I can't stop thinking still about that sign, like, don't do your dogs, do not wee wee on our belongings. And it was like on a pile of rocks. Right? Don't you wee wee on my rocks. These precious rocks out front. If I swear, if I get dog wee wee on them, you're gonna hear it from me, dogs. You know, people just caring that much about like their rocks. Oh, okay. Hey, check this out. Check this out. Hey, what are you staring at? What are you staring at? Now we have all the scooper troopers. Oh, they clean up your dog doo doo. I love it. Scooper trooper. Walking down staring now. So we're heading up towards Hertel, where we'll get to see the magic of Hertel Avenue. But in the meantime, will someone please free this tree? Why is it caged up and tied? We need to free the trees around this country. Sickening. Sickening what's happening. Look at that sign that says pee-pee. 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 Ah, pee-pee. We love pee-pee. So we're coming up to Hertel Avenue, and you know, here in Buffalo, we have the Buffalo Bills. We love the Bills. We love our Bills here. And Josh Allen is known. One of the things he's most known for is hurdling. So you get a lot of Hertel Ave, Hurdle Ave, and like shots of like Josh doing a hurdle. You can spot those kind of around Hertel here and there. So I'll try to keep an eye out for some to get you guys a couple of those. We are approaching mythical Hertel Avenue. Here it is. That restaurant here on the corner. It's a new restaurant now, but many years ago, my wife and I went there, and it was the very first time I ever tried mashed potatoes with horseradish. And let me tell you, one of the best things I've ever had. Just incredible. Across the street now, we have what used to be Deep South Taco. They're kind of a controversial place, right? Like, they charge quite a bit for tacos, and then they had all this controversy about, like, they hosted a fundraiser for this sheriff's candidate that everyone was like, oh, this dude he's a racist. And then they said they backed the blue, and then they didn't. It was just this weird back and forth thing, and now they finally shut down. Overall, I would say their food wasn't the best, and they charged way too much for a taco. So it's sad to see businesses close down, but you know, if it's a business like that, maybe it's not so bad. This is the Lexington Co-op coming up on the right. I used to stop in there every single day to get kombucha. I don't really drink kombucha anymore though, because it has caffeine and it makes me go cuckoo. So kind of cut back on the caffeine and the kombucha, sadly, because I freaking love that stuff. It's very good. This dude behind me is doing a wonderful dance. I hope I caught some of that on the front. Dancing and walking at the same time. I love it. It's what makes going out on these adventures unique. It's cold. This wind is cold, man. Might be time to put the hood back up in a minute. There's the Hertel Liquor Library, right? You got to have a membership card to check out bottles of liquor, and you return them. You have to return them by a certain date. So if you don't finish the bottle, you bring it back half drank, and just everybody slobs on the bottles together. Now this is what I'm talking about. Thou art beautiful hair salon. Simply thou art beautiful, okay? This building, the historic sample shop, professional building. It's the historic sample shop. It's actually on Wikipedia. I found it. It used to be like a department store, and now it's just like, I don't know, nothing. Professional building, law offices, whatever's going on there. It's not. But the fact that this simple building, a simpleton's building, has a Wikipedia page is just so interesting to me. You can see the sun kind of starting to go down over some of these buildings here. It's actually the very first day of daylight savings. So we're going to get like an extra hour of sun here. And the fact that the sun is out is just crazy. Presidential suites. That's where Mr. Trump gets his candies and his soda pops. He drinkies, his poppy popcorns, his yum yums. And then right down a couple of stores later, we got Heaven's Countertop. This is where Jesus works in the deli there. Jesus and Gotti boy, Mr. God, they work together in the deli. Just trying to get, can't really get that view, but we have a beautiful mural of some buffaloes up on the side of this building here. I guess you can't see it. Man, I'm lucky I don't have any snots rolling down my face with this wind and sinus issues that I have. Kind of daring to even put this front-facing camera on. I'm very brave to do this, to be honest with you. Some vintage shops. That used to be a weed store. They got busted 8 times, so now there's nothing. Local Walgreens where you can go to get all your vaccine needs. You need your 8 booster shots, your flu shot, your shingles, your rheumatoid arthritis shot, right there, Walgreens. Crossing some of these streets is hard, man. People do not want to let the pedestrians go. Freedom for pedestrians. Let us walk. Let us walk. This is classic. You can find this in any plaza around the country, probably next door to each other. We got a vape shop, a Chinese restaurant. I haven't had that Chinese restaurant. I've heard good things about it, but this bar Dell's is actually pretty sweet. Other than the fact that there was a murder there recently, but it's really cool because they have a backyard. It's the only bar that I've ever been to in a city that has a backyard that has a whole it's really cool. You gotta see it to believe it, baby. Go to Dell's if you're in this area. And as long as you don't get murdered. The pasta peddler, hey, he's making a pasta, mamma mia! Pasta for sale. Wellington Pub, great food there, great food. We're coming up now on this bar. It's called Empty Pockets, or I like to call it the Racism Bar. Back in I think 2020, 2021, there was a Black Lives Matter march down the street, down Hertel, and people came out from Empty Pockets to assault the people that were marching, and there was even a stabbing. They stabbed someone just so they could all protect their racism, I think is what it was all about. So if you're in this area, I would highly recommend that you don't go to the Racism Bar. Don't go to Empty Pockets, the Racism Bar. We got Cluck Cluck Moon Smash Burgers. I haven't had it, but I do appreciate the name of the place, right? Cluck Cluck Moo Moo. If you just called it Cluck Moo, it doesn't do anything for me. I would not eat it. Would not eat the food. You call it Cluck Cluck Moo Moo, I'm all in. Give me 2 words together any day of the week, and I'm sold. Lloyd Taco Factory, one of my favorites. Great food there. Cone 5. Don't know what that means. It's a gallery. They apparently have five cones. This plaza used to be like a video store. Then they turned it into a place where you could get poutine and milkshakes, but now it's nothing. I think there's going to be like a brewery, but it's just sad. But like some of those video shops, they started to sell like at the end, they started to sell the funniest things, right? They're selling like kratom and CBD and get your porno videos, right? I'm just going to take a quick detour off of Hertel because of this car that I see up here. Like, what is this thing? This is sick, dude. It's almost like a dune buggy. What is that? Look at the shape of this thing. Oh my god. It's almost like it's got a tiny butt, you know what I mean? Like the car has a very flat ass. It does not have a badonkadonk. It's got a tiny ass. The poor Greek god has broken his nose. Hell yeah. Yo, tell me about it, man. I think everybody wants that, alright? Give it a break. Grandma Mora's, they get voted best Mexican, but personally, I think they're awful. And the last time I went there, they were like really rude. Like, oh, the bar is closed for you. Just simply for me and for my friends. It was closed for us, but they allowed some other goofballs in there. I don't know what we did. We just walked in, but I get it. I get it. Then we got Sidebar. One time I was in there, and they had this girl there who's just like twirling around the most insane hula hoop stick thing. I don't even know what it was. Just a light up stick. New restaurant, Thai Show Bistro, opened up pretty recently. They got some good sushi for sure if you're into that kind of thing. Coming up on the newly renovated historic North Park Theater. Pretty cool place. I've never been inside, but that's their marquee right there. Pretty cool. I mean, they had some like Tommy Wiseau thing recently there, and I don't know. It's cool if you like it. If you're into movies and that kind of thing. Here is a friggin' classic of the area. We got a fucking foot mural, which we absolutely love to see. Hell yeah, baby. Look at those toes. Then we got a chandelier in a tree. Chandelier in a tree. I love you and you love me. North Park. What's up right now? Mobile Suit Gundam. I think that's like an anime. I don't really know. Pretty cool.
Mom! Mom! Mom!
Down on the next block here. Got something going on across the street. Cannot tell what it is. It looks like there might be like a bunch of big presents on the lawn. I don't know if maybe they're like big Easter presents because that's like a church. Is that something they do? They have big Easter presents that you can open. I kind of want to go over there. I'm going to go over there and see what we got in these things. I'm going to get a present. Doo-dah, doo-dah. I'm going to get a present on my doo-dah day. I'm going to get a present. Doo-dah, doo-dah. I'm going to get a present. What is this? It's a candy cane. Oh, they're like big jugs. Big jugs of something. Like they used to be presents, I think. Look at this big ass ornament on top. That's kind of cool, right? What is this? They just like had Christmas and abandoned it on this lawn. The death of Christmas. The war on Christmas. This church is doing the war on Christmas. Look at it. It's just like all over the lawn. I see like another look at that. Another ornament just laying, and I can't believe this is a war on Christmas. But don't forget, we are North Buffalo strong. I love how every city is something strong. That's so good, isn't it?
Run!
Ooh, beautiful, beautiful public art display, right? I love it. I love it. I love it. I think people are really mad at me. They keep getting. I lost my mic. A lot of waves. Oh, I'm so sorry for making my silly videos. Oh, I'm so sorry for making my silly videos. Jumbled up jelly beans? Stop shaking up the jelly beans. The jelly beans are dizzy. How are we supposed to eat these dizzy jelly beans when they're all jumbled up? Like, is it just me? Like, oh hell yeah, right? Oh yeah, that's my girlfriend. Oh yeah, I love it. Ooh yeah, baby. Ooh, the antlers. Oh yeah. Molly, from all of us here on Walking with the Piss Pot, I would like to wish you a happy 27th birthday from the bottom of our hearts, from us and North Park Theater. What a time to be 27. Congratulations, Molly. Look at this honk honk avuga, right? Ooh, wow. Some cool stickers here. Well, I actually didn't spot any of the Josh Allen like Hertel Avenue things, which is kind of crazy. Maybe it's just not in these couple blocks that I was able to walk today. But I am heading back now on my way back towards home from Hertel Avenue. Got a lot of interesting looks out on Hertel. People driving cars. Like I had a couple of people wave to me